The Ford Falcon is considered by many to be as Australian as Vegemite and Tim Tams. 2010 marks the 50th anniversary of the Ford Falcon in Australia. To celebrate, Wheels magazine, in conjunction with Ford Australia, organised a photo shoot at the Ford Proving Ground in Victoria. With the help of local car clubs, over 50 Ford Falcons, from the first XK to the latest FG, were assembled for the monumental photo shoot. The idea was to bring one of each base model, plus a selection of range-topping and special edition V8 models together in the one place for what could well be the very first time. This is no easy feat, especially with the dollar value and rarity of some of the older models. With cars spanning 3 generations, so did the owners, sons, fathers and grandfathers. All Falcon fans and all Ford proud. Age is no boundary when it comes to the passion these car enthusiasts share. With a huge list of cars to get through, the photo shoot was no easy feat. The thick fog in the morning didn't help, but photographers Christian Brunelli and Helmut Mueller set about the mammoth task of shooting each and every car. The static shots first, before moving on to some driving shots. It's one thing to look at some of these classics, but seeing, hearing and feeling them drive is another thing altogether. A highlight was seeing the first and latest Falcon side by side, the XK and the FG. You can't help feeling nostalgic when the famous GTHOs come rumbling by. The afternoon saw the group shots take place, first with all of the hot versions of the Falcon. The sight was every Ford fan's dream, and lining them up for the perfect shot is an art in itself.
50 years is a long time, it's generations. So many people have worked in these factories to make these cars and build them, and it's part of our history. And you know, and hopefully we'll get to see another 50 years on top of that.
Actually hearing the cars going through the traps was fantastic. And just having all the different cars of all different colours here today, it's just great. And we've got one of every Falcon, right from the word go, right up to the latest model, and it's just great to see everyone out here today having a great time.
The final shoot of the day was what it was all about, the 50th anniversary of the Ford Falcon, an Australian motoring icon. Make sure you grab a copy of the bumper July edition of Wheels, Australia's original motoring magazine. It features a compelling history of the uniquely Australian Ford Falcon, from the early days of the fragile XK Falcon to the glory days of Alan Moffat's victory at the mountain in the thundering Phase 3 GTHO, and much, much more. Celebrate Falcon's 50th with the July edition of Wheels.